G'day guys, Greg here. Now today I'm going to show you how I like to make my new favourite curry. If you like a red curry or a green Thai curry, you're going to love this one. It's another Thai curry, it's the Panang curry. The flavour of this curry is just amazing. It's got all the flavour of the red and the green and the yellow. It's just so tasty. Anyway, I'm going to show you how we made it last time. It just turned out so nice and it's really easy to make. Let me show you what I'm using. Some real basic ingredients here. I've got a chicken breast. I'm using some garlic and onion, and this here is actually a kaffir lime leaf. We've got a tree out the back and I figured, I might as well use the leaves. If you've got a kaffir lime leaf, use it. That's on top of some lime juice. Now you can use a proper lime or you can just use this fake stuff from the shop. It's just as good. Well, it isn't just as good, but it is very handy and much cheaper than buying limes. I've got some coconut cream, some fish sauce here, and of course, if I'm ever making a Thai curry, I love to use some palm sugar. The orangutans might not like you using it, but I tell you what, it makes all the difference. Anyway, let's start cutting some stuff up. So first, I've just got a chicken breast here. You can use whole bits of chicken if you really want, or you can use thigh or whatever. But just cut it up into little bits, and you know this bit in the chicken breast here. If you grab yourself a fork, and you just put that in like that and pull, you can pull it out, no worries. Saves heaps of time, and the dog will love it. But I'm just going to cut this into small cubes. I like the small cubes because that means with every bite of the curry, I can get a bit of chicken on my fork or spoon, as I like to eat curries with. And with the palm sugar, orangutan approved. We need a couple of tablespoons of that. You can also have like palm sugar blocks that aren't palm sugar. They sort of just come in like this sort of thing. You can use like a couple of those. But why would I when I got the real thing right here? Well, there's a couple of tablespoons. All right, so next, the garlic. If you've got a garlic crush, just crush it. Otherwise, if you've got a hand and a knife, you can also just crush it. But you're going to have to like do this with a knife up and down on it. All right, well that's that done. Now let's cut up this onion. And the beauty about with a Thai curry, you can sort of just leave big chunks of things. It doesn't really matter that much. I know the Thais do. If you ever been to a Thai restaurant, they always have big chunks of veggies in there. But I'm just going to cut my onions into, well, 5 rings and maybe 3 that way and 4 that way. Cool as. And now with the kaffir lime leaf, I just like to really thin slices. As thin as you can get it, like a millimetre thick. Even a millimetre thick's too thick. Now I generally eat these, but if you leave them sort of in lengths like that, they're easy enough to pull out if you don't want to, stick them in your mouth and swallow them. Anyway, that's all the cutting up done. All right, is this warmed up yet? Oh! Dang, yeah! Anyway, let's whack some olive oil in, or some oil, and we'll add in the garlic and onion. Just fry that for a couple of minutes, soften those things up. Next, I'm going to grab my Panang curry, and I usually use about half a jar, hence why half of this jar is missing. So I'll throw all that in. And we want to fry it just on the bare pan for like a minute. just so it releases all those flavours. Now some people like to cook the chicken first and then add this in, but I like to add the chicken in sort of after, because it just makes it softer and not as tough. Well, that's what I reckon anyway. So now it's time to grab your coconut cream. I like to use coconut cream because, well, it's a little bit thicker and just adds that little bit more flavour. And if it gets like too thick, you just add a bit of water and it gets thin again. And then it can turn into coconut milk. Wonderful. And into there I'll add my palm sugar. Start that dissolving. You can add the lime leaves in too now if you want. Next I'll add in some fish sauce. You just need like 2 tablespoons. 1, 2. And instead of wasting a $16 lime on this, I am going to add some juice from here. Now the secret to this is you add quite a lot. So we actually had this in a Thai restaurant a little while ago, and the Thai food was so good, and we couldn't figure out why it was so good, but then I tasted that it had heaps of lime juice in it, and the lime juice and the palm sugar really made a big difference. Don't go too crazy with the lime juice. Add a couple of tablespoons worth though. It really makes a big difference. Now we just add the chicken in and stir that through. And basically you just need to cook this until the chicken's cooked and it's pretty much ready. But I'll just get that up to heat. You can see already the chicken's, it's cooking really well, and 5 or 10 minutes in here, it's going to be cooked all the way through. Well, once that's cooked, I'll come back and just give it a little bit of a taste test. See how good it is. All right, well, this has been cooking away for a while. Suss it out. Ooh, whoa. Bubble, toilet, bubble. Crikey! Be careful. Okay. Oh, yes. Look at that beautiful broth. Come on, piano music. We can do it. We can do it. Alrighty, well, here we go. Oh, yeah. First, let's try this sauce. Oh, yeah. Man, that's good. And this chicken, it's just so much more tender, I reckon, when you add it in last. Or later on, after you've already cooked the sauce. As we say in Thai, magnifique! Well, anyway, there's the Panang Curry, mate. It has really got a nice sweetness about it, and it's not too hot. It has got a little bit of a kick, but it's not too bad. And if you love red and green curries, you are gonna love the Panang Curry. Anyway, I hope you enjoy your Panang Curry as much as we do here in Greg's kitchen. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. I'll cook up a curry. Oh yeah, this is Greg.